Do you know what Ari told me?
What?
You know, Ari studied the Talmud and did it for like 12 hours a day when he was a young man.
Yeah.
He told me that there was one passage where in one of the ancient texts where it was talking about battling a dragon. And he said, he's like, this doesn't make sense because everything in here is supposed to be a story that actually happened. Like, what is this dragon? Oh, the dragon is a metaphor for masturbation. So when he tells you about it, and you know, he got the actual translation of the metaphor.
Yeah.
From a guy who's a scholar.
What do you think about the anti-FAP movement?
Anti-fat movement?
FAP, F-A-P.
Oh, no jerking off?
Yeah. No FAP, not anti-FAP. Anti-FAP's a different movement.
Well, there's good and bad. The good thing is sex will be way more pleasurable. The bad is it'll be way more desirable. So, like, to mitigate your sexual urges so you don't do stupid things and hang out with stupid people and have sex with people you don't really like but you think are hot because you're horny.
Yeah.
And they're willing. Which is a lot of people. They get roped up in these relationships with these guys and gals that they're not really in love with, but they like to fuck.
Right.
You know, it's like, what do you think about it?
When I think back to it, it's like the first time I did it, it tricked my brain.
Yeah.
The second time or the third time I did it, it wasn't getting the same effect. Whereas when I have sex with a human, it's a completely different, it feels like it's a completely different series of chemicals that must be being released in my mind.
Yeah, you're uniting with someone. You're bonding with someone. You certainly get that oxytocin from orgasming together.
Yeah.
That bonds people.
So I've always thought, generally, like if I'm in a period in my life where I'm jerking off a lot, it's like usually like there's something imbalanced in there. Like I don't mean to apply like a sin to it at all. I'm just saying like personally, it feels a little dissipative when you're doing it a lot. I don't know.
No, I completely agree. But that's the balance. But the balance is also like you don't want to just be horny all the time.
No.
Because when you're horny, you make shitty decisions. So you'll date someone just for sex.
The question would be rather, is there a way to release that energy that isn't through the tip of my dick in the form of DNA? Is there a way for me to release that energy in other ways, or is the only way, the only valve on that to come? That's a question. What do you think?
I think when this natural buildup happens, it makes people more easily aroused. It makes people more concentrating on sex. And I think that that can put you out of balance too. You can be put out of balance both by too much masturbation. You can definitely be put out of balance by too much desire for sex.
Yeah.
Because you're just horny.
Sure.
And you can just take care of it yourself and you'd be relieved and then you could think clear. You know, I think the body needs a balance.